Do you guys plan on having children?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you plan on having children, that's another way that culture can play a role as well. If you have different languages or different religious practices, you would want to process that in counseling as well, because you don't want a situation where someone's caught off guard. And a lot of times we navigate from our blueprint, which essentially is the foundation of who we are, and that comes from culture, rituals, customs. What challenges in particular have you guys identified in your marriage thus far?
As
it relates to culture, yeah.
I think generally, like, the acts of chivalry I expect as a Southern Black woman are not necessarily things that British men know innately, and so that was a little bit of a challenge, sort of getting over my training as I was growing up, to just be accepting of him and who he is.
I think it's like the wordage as well. They speak the same language, but you have like different variants of the words, so it's like you sort of become bilingual in a sense that way. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So it's kind of, you learn from it, especially being in the South as well. It's a little bit more,
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
you live and learn.
So it sounds like you've had the opportunity to kind of slow some things down. And Chris, I heard you talk about, even though you speak the same language, the interpretations are often different. And then Sophia, I hear you say that in the South, when you mention chivalry in terms of maybe open doors or those acts of service. So as a clinician, I would look at love languages, right? How do you identify what love is and how do you express it? A lot of times I tell my couples, don't practice the golden rule. The golden rules we are aware of is treat people the way you want to be treated. Instead, practice the platinum rule. Treat people the way they want to be treated. And understanding that on the surface, it might just look like opening a door. But underneath that, it may look like he's not thinking about me or he doesn't care. So be mindful that even though it's a surface act, it has a deep root meaning. So identifying those deep rooted meanings is something that we do in therapy. I like to use this depiction of an iceberg. The top of the iceberg is the part that you see, but the largest part is actually under the water. So in therapy, we tend to focus underneath the water. We tend to target that bottom of the iceberg.